mid-March, but it feels like midsummer. We got some murky water in a lake in northeast Missouri. We're gonna try and catch some bass.
Every chance I get, there's a place I go where the bass are biting as the sun hangs low. There's a feeling I get that I hope will never end. On a deep, clear lake or an Ozark stream, I kick back, relax, and I start to dream about what Mother Nature has waiting around the bend. Hey, Larry and Bob will take me there today. My gear's packed up and I just can't wait to get out on my way. Outdoors in the heartland, it's like coming home to an old friend. That city life is not for me. There's fun as far as I can see. The great outdoors is where I want to be. Outdoors in the heartland.
Your Quality Ford dealers present Outdoors in the Heartland with Bob Richardson and Larry Woodward. Brought to you by Ford and your Quality Ford dealers. Mercury Marine, Motor Guide, Never Stop, Strike King, #1 in fishing lures, Browning, the best there is, and Triton Boats, we take America fishing.
First fish of the day. Hit the old spinner bug. Woohoo! You know, that's one of the great things, Larry. When these ponds open up this time of year, early in the spring like this, I think it's hard to beat a spinnerbait, and they're going to move right up, especially when you got rocks where that sun's on. Water warms up a little quicker, and these fish are going to move right up on there, and that is a beautiful fish. You know, a lot of times a bass is a predator fish, and they bite for two reasons. The best reason is if they're hungry, and sometimes they just want to kill their prey. But if you look in this bass's mouth right here, he's been eating a little crappie. Small lakes like this, they will get infested with small crappie and they'll overrun it. Good. Woohoo, bye little girl. Fat Billy thing.
Well, we're fishing a lake here, belongs to a friend that we have never seen before until we just put in about 10 minutes ago. We're gonna make a tour through this lake, throwing these spinnerbaits, just covering some water to start with, seeing what we see, seeing if we can find where some fish are located, and after we catch them on a spinnerbait, if we can, then we'll come back and fine-tune our approach with something else. And we're here in the early spring, and look at this.
And they got all sizes.
Tell me a little fish won't hit a big bait. It's early spring, and this is actually the very middle of March. Unusually warm winter.
Larry, it's an unusually hot week. 85 degrees, unbelievable.
It's like the middle of May here in March. And what's the water temperature?
Right now, 61 degrees.
61 degree water. So the fish should be shallow and relating to cover for pre-spawn movements and the color of the water. So there's a bunch of trees in the water here. There's got to be some bass hanging right in here, you would think.
I got a good one there. Get around that tree. Yeah, we got it. There we got it. Another good fish. I can't believe how active this fish is. Come here. Keep that mouth open. Come here. Come here. Come here. Don't be moving. Finally caught a wood on a piece of structure. Come right around that tree. Look at that. She's got no belly on her and no fishing. in her mouth, but she sure wanted that spinnerbug. Be right back with more Outdoors in the Heartland.
Hey everybody, check out oith.com or go to facebook.com/Outdoors in the Heartland. This year, every week, there's going to be prizes, giveaways, and contests. We'll be right back with more Outdoors in the Heartland right after this.
This segment of Outdoors in the Heartland is brought to you by Ford and your quality Ford dealers, and Mercury Marine.
Here we've got in the back of this pocket, and these fish are stacked up in here. And you know, a lot of times being able to catch fish, real important is boat control. You know, I want a trolling motor that's got lots of pounds of thrust, but I also need a trolling motor that's quiet, because we're right in here right now, blowed up in this pocket, holding right on top and over these fish, and there's brush under the boat, and like I said, they're coming out from all around us. That's a good one right there. Hit that old spinnerbug. Good little
Water
fish.
is how deep?
Right now we're in 4 foot of water. Look at that fish. Look at that.
Holy cow.
That is a toad.
That
is a toad. Come here, girl. We only got 12 fish. We got one here. I got her. That fish there, I don't care where you're at. Good little fish to be catching middle of March.
Just look at the colors on that though.
What a pretty fish. And I kind of thought that these fish, hopefully, just like this fish, was pushed right into this end. And if you look on the depth finder here, but look at the bait fish that's pushed in here. And Larry, you might tell the folks just why, when a little lake you got like this, you really don't want these small crappie in there.
You get crappie in there and you're not really putting a hammer to them, they'll overpopulate very, very quickly, and they have in here. There's eating sized crappie, but with that stunted crappie, these bass have lots to eat. When you got so many crappie in there, they eat up everything that's in here to eat. Not only why the crappie are small, but when they get too big, the bass can't eat them either because of those spines. But when they're little, they'll sure eat the heck out of them. Oh, look at that.
I had one flash on mine a while ago, just when I did it. It was the exact same. There he is right there. There he is.
Good one.
That fish came right off the top of that log, missed my bait. Larry pulled over the top of it, missed his, and came all the way out here and took it. Woohoo!
Yeah, he was active. Like I said, I seen him swipe at mine twice, and he followed out. And
yeah, I think he missed your bait.
Yeah,
caught up with mine.
Don't leave this log real quick here.
You know, Larry, I think a lot of anglers overlook when they go down a bank like this, and it's got some structure on it, it's got rocks, just caught one. A lot of guys just keep the boat right on going. But that fish had a reason for being there. You know, he's looking to eat, he's looking to hide, he wants cover. But a lot of times you can pull into a place like this, the guy makes a couple casts, he catch one, and he goes right on down the bank. Well, you can do that if you're going to take the opportunity to come back, but more times than not, there's another fish there. And sometimes, like we've thrown a spinnerbait, especially with a big log with cover like that, the guy needs to pick up some soft plastics, or a jig works real well in this colder water, and I bet you there's another fish right there. I know there's another one right in there. Oh, there he is, right there on that log. Going to the back of the boat whether I want it to or not. You know, these are feisty. He's about the same size as that other one. You know, I fish a lot of tournaments, and you know, you never want to lose a fish. And even for fishing for fun, it's a lot more fun when you get the fish to the boat. But you know, like this guy here, he was eating it because he's hungry. Don't have much of a belly on him, but they're definitely got an appetite. Now one thing I like to do, this is a 1/2 ounce, one of the Strike King spinnerbait. I got a silver and a gold, and I like mixing it up. You got this, the silver is good when you got this bright sunshine, lots of flash, but also when you got a little dingy water, this gold blade will show up. And one of the key things to getting these fish in the boat is a trailer hook. Pretty simple, got a rubber coated, Strike King makes it, you slide it over there. And both of these fish I caught, and probably 90% of the fish that I do catch, a lot of times is because of that trailer hook. So important. Now the bad part about it, when you're fishing lots of structure like this, lots of lay down, lots of trees, lots of rocks, you're more apt to get hung up with that back hook. That front hook will normally roll over the top of branches and trees, but that back hook will get you in trouble. But it will save you a lot of fish too. Ooh, that is a good fish. Coming up, coming up.
Oh, that's a 5-pounder.
He is a, come on, stay down, stay down. It's too cold to be jumping. There we go, there we go. One hook again, one hook to check that out. One hook on the outside. There ain't no 5-pounder, but it is a beautiful fish. Tell you what, the old Strike King spinnerbait is doing its job. Fish there looks like, wow, I can't believe it already, but got a little mouth like trying to move up and spawn. Tell you what, we're gonna go to commercial break, we're gonna pay some bills. We'll be right back with more springtime fishing right here, outdoors in the Heartland. There you go, girl. Back in that brush pile.